Hey there, welcome to the second devlog for Super 3D Maze 16. My name's Jamil, I'm the creator of this game, and just going to give a bit of an update. We're going to start just with a general update, do a little shout out to Tony Longworth, who's doing music and sound effects for this game. Then I'm going to talk about the roadmap to actually launching the game, and there'll be a little bit of gameplay at the end. There's a few other little sections we'll go through as well. So, general updates. So, month of January was extremely slow on this project. I've been taking a course I had to do and learning new tools, in particular with Unity. There's the animation system I've never used before, so working on learning that and also learning about scriptable objects, which are important for making larger projects. So something I've been really keen on learning. And in addition to all of that, I've been spending time developing the business, working on the website, and consulting with various people. So there's lots going on. Going to be primarily focused on working on this game though for the month of February, March, and going forward for the foreseeable future. Okay, so for Tony Longworth, he had produced a video just talking about the audio design process for Super 3D Maze 16. I'd recommend checking it out. I'll provide a link in the description, and also if you're on the Atari VCS Discord, you can find his video if you just scroll through the feed for Super 3D Maze 16. It's pretty short at this point in time, so it's easy to find on there. Okay, so our roadmap for the Atari VCS demo launch. I don't think this is a complete roadmap, but talk about basically what's going on right now. So I've been working a lot on an inventory system using scriptable objects. Primarily what that's about is there's going to be doors and there's going to be keys. You got to have the keys to open the doors and get through the maze. I'm building out a small little inventory system for that. There's going to be other pickups you can get to. I'm planning on doing some boots. That'll give you a speed boost to get through the maze more quickly. And also, I'm planning something called the eraser, which will just sort of erase some of the walls in the maze. We'll see how that shakes out. But anyway, so a lot of effort's going to be going into the inventory system this weekend, UI to indicate which items you have in your inventory, the logic for the items, logic for the doors. Also, okay, so on a separate note, player animation. The player is kind of static. I know how to do the player animation at this point in time. It's relatively straightforward to set up. I just have to actually do it. It's not a big thing at this point, but it needs to be set up. I got a bunch of stuff that's on hold, so I want to do dynamic music as you progress through the maze. I want it to have a bit of a, you start off, you're kind of cold, right? You don't know where the exit is, and then as you're getting warmer, you're getting closer to the maze, the music's going to change a little bit to kind of give you the hint that you're going in the right direction. I want to put more sound effects into the game. Want to put a timer in. I think in terms of leaderboards, this is going to be sort of done in a competitive way. Whoever can get through the mazes the fastest. I'm thinking either 4 or 8 mazes for the full game. Whoever can get through that the fastest will rank the highest on the leaderboard. Want better UI for the in-game menus. I used an asset pack and I'm not in love with it. It's okay, but yeah, so I've got to think about that. It's on hold. It's low priority. What I have works. It's just and it'll be fine for the demo even I think, but not good enough for my standards. Got to get some Atari VCS storefront assets made up. That's on hold. I don't like spending too much money all at once, so I'm kind of trying to budget myself on this thing, but I'll have to purchase those. The tutorial level's in progress. The first level I'm going to build is going to be the tutorial. It's going to have written instructions, things like that. It'll be optional to play the tutorial on the full version of the game, but it's there. I think I am going to do a manual as well. I had a lot of fun putting together the manual for Superstar Shooter 16, so it's kind of a nice little trinket or memento of the project. So there'll be a tutorial level and a manual, I think. And I want to do level 1 for the demo, so you'll get the tutorial level and you'll get level 1 for free on Atari VCS when I release that. So QA notes, there were a couple things mentioned in the last video. They've been addressed. They're done. I'm sure more things will come up, but for now, the gameplay is basically solid. It's fine. Release dates. So I'm thinking the demo it'll for sure be late Q1 of 2024 or early Q2 of 2024. In my mind, I still have hope that I could have that done by the end of March, but we shall see. And then full release of the game, second or third quarter 2024, I think seems reasonable. The way I'm envisioning this rollout is kind of once I've got the tutorial done, I'm imagining that I'm like 70 or 80% done because all the mechanics will be there, explanations for everything will be there, and then it's kind of just building out the levels, which isn't really programming. It'll be more like just taking the pieces I've already created and putting them together in new and unique mazes. So yeah, I think the demo is probably the hardest part. And I mean, I'm still hopeful about these dates. Things could change if something happens in my personal life or whatever. Then it's won't hit those targets. But for now, it's looking tight for the demo, but it could happen at the end of Q1. So I'm hoping for that. Plans going forward, I'm going to keep doing these devlogs. Might be more frequent than once a month even. Like to continue building features, of course, and more SFX and music in the future. Definitely going to happen. And more artwork. There's lots of stuff that's got to happen going forward. Superstar Shooter 16 updates. I actually did a little thing on Superstar Shooter 16. I bought a Chromebook and I tried doing a port of Superstar Shooter 16 to that. It was a bit of a mixed bag. So I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole because then I'll get distracted from making the next game. But had a bit of fun with that. For anyone that doesn't know, Superstar Shooter 16 is available on Atari VCS, Steam, Xbox through the Microsoft Store, or just Windows through the Microsoft Store. It works on Windows on ARM. So there's a few different ways to get a hold of Superstar Shooter 16. Check it out if you're enjoying this content. And I do want to make a sequel to it in the future. But for now, we're working on the maze game. So this is going to be a bit of a shorter gameplay section. I've sped up the character a little bit, and we have top-down view now. This is all just kind of like going with what feels right for the game. There's a key object, can't pick it up yet. I got to put all the logic in to do that. If you look in the top left, there's actually that's kind of a little inventory menu for now. It'll get cleaned up, made to look a little better for the final release, but that's good enough for testing anyways. And I'll be able to show you a door. These need to be removed. I'm going to put different instructions. This is the scene I want to turn into the tutorial. So here we have, these are going to be the doors in the future. So there's doors all over the place. I can't really get much beyond this point. I got to get the logic working for picking up the keys and adding them to the inventory, and then for the keys to open the doors. But yeah, eager to get that working. Okay, we're going to end things off here.